Last December, Jennifer gained custody of her young nieces after authorities discovered that her sister Christina's fiance had been having sex with her teenage daughter. Christina denies having any knowledge about the abuse, but Jennifer demands that she take a lie detector test to find out the truth. Take a look.
Since last year, for a couple months, my fiance was sexually involved with my daughter. I don't think he's a bad person. He made a mistake. My daughter had told me that, her friend was sleeping with his stepmom and that his dad was okay with it. When she first told me, I didn't think nothing of it. Then my fiance came to me and said something about his coworker. How she was the 20-something-year-old, and now she's 19 or whatever with a 30-something-year-old. And I'm like, okay, so why are you talking to me about this? What's really going on? I had asked my daughter if she had sex with my fiance, and she said yes. I didn't think nothing of it at the time, so I had asked my fiance, and he said no. So at the time, I was in between. I'm like, okay, I don't know who to believe. When I officially found out, December 8th, that they had sexually been involved, I was shocked. I was crying, I was hurt, I was pregnant, my emotions were everywhere. When I first started questioning, I blamed her. When I first even realized about the situation. So, I didn't pursue it right away. I wanted to make sure I had the proof first before I did anything. So now he's incarcerated and she's at my sister's house. And I just want him home. Because at the end, I'm the one suffering. Because I ain't got my kids. I just want this all to be over.
He's not a bad guy. He made a mistake.
When I found out, I wanted to, my first reaction was, I want to punch her in the face because I'm like, how do you not know what's going on in your home with your daughter? And it was going on for 3 months. And when she found out, what I was told from DCFS is she blamed her daughter. Completely blamed her.
She blamed her daughter for having sex with her fiance.
Yes, she blamed her daughter and blamed her fiance. She said they were both guilty. Her year-old daughter came on to him, not the other way around, but then she, blamed her, told her daughter how she hated her for this. She was still protecting him. She's like, she sent me a text message saying, well, if you knew him, you would know that he would never hurt my children intentionally. And I'm disgusted, as a mother myself. I'm like, how could you choose anybody over your own child? I could never.
How did the situation come to light?
The situation came to light because her older daughter left her Snapchat logged in on her friend's phone. Her friends saw the messages that he was sending to her daughter. They were all sexual. He was sending them to her daughter. So her friend had seen the messages because she left her Snapchat logged in. Her friend then took the messages to her grandmother. Her grandmother screenshotted the Snapchat messages and took them straight to the school counselor, and the school counselor from there called the police, called DCFS, and sent her straight to the hospital. And she was admitted overnight to get a STD test, to do a rape kit, to do a pregnancy test, because, she can get pregnant. She's a teenager.
So what happened? Was he immediately locked up?
He was not immediately locked up. My sister delayed her daughter from talking to the detectives at sex crimes because she was still trying to protect him. She delayed it. The detective had told me that the reason they haven't picked him up yet is because that they have to speak to her daughter, and she made sure, she pushed it as far back as she possibly could for 2 weeks later because she was still trying to protect him. When she even found out, she still allowed this man to stay in her house.
So she stayed with them after the allegations?
After the allegations, absolutely. She still allowed this man to stay in her house.
And we're talking, he was having sexual intercourse.
Yes, for 3 months.
Eventually, the detectives were able to interview your niece.
I got Well, when I talked to the detective, I said, well, she pushed it back. I'm getting custody of them tonight. I'm meeting the social worker at the hospital, and I'm taking the girls home with me. So I want to bring her in first thing
So
in the
the only
morning.
reason why they got to her as fast as they did was because you allowed it.
Yeah, I made sure.
It wasn't even because of the
no,
mother.
No, I made sure. I was like, I'm getting the girls tonight. I want to take her to see you first thing in the morning. So what do you got available? You know, I'll bring her the first thing you got available. Even tonight, I'll bring her, you know.
So they came, they interview her, they end up locking up her fiance.
Mm-hmm.
He was convicted of 2 counts of unlawful sexual conduct of a minor
Mm-hmm.
in the 3rd degree. He was sentenced to 2 years, which to me is shockingly low.
Yes, absolutely.
Sentenced to 2 years, it has to register as a sex offender.
Yeah, tier 2 for 25 years.
Um,
I went to his sentencing. I spoke on my niece's behalf. And his lawyer painted this whole picture where he felt like her teenage daughter was like the woman of the house because she was taking care of my sister's
he
younger
was
daughter.
aware of her age, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
What did your niece tell you about her mother?
My niece told me that her mom had known for at least the last month while it was going on. She also told me that her mom was protecting him. She was hiding him out.
That your sister knew that her daughter was having sex with her fiance.
Yep. Her
And
daughter,
she didn't put a stop
her
to
daughter
it.
told me that my sister had asked her if she had sex with him, and her daughter told her yes. So then she said that my sister had asked him, and he said no. But she didn't believe her daughter.